What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. A couple minutes early. It's all right. You guys know the routine. Let me just gonna share this out here so we can get everything started. Hope everybody is having a positive week. Um, I guess you can take that how you want. Positive, as in I'm positive it was a hellish week, or yeah, positive, good things happen. I wish nothing but the best for everybody that watches us here. So, hope you all had a good week thus far. What's new in the old interweb lands out there? Come say hello. What's everybody doing this week? And what's everybody's plans? Excuse me, for the weekend. So, yep, just gonna sit here for a minute. Get some of you on here. Make sure you guys share this out. I got some interesting topics. I think that we're going to talk about today, and then we'll get into the show. Great shows this week. Another just awesome series of episodes with the shows. Make sure you can go check out all the shows over at our website, heroesmediagroup.com. Let me start off by this saying to listen, if you're a podcaster out there and you're looking for a home, or you want to just expand your network, your reach, your listeners, we are accepting applications. Come join our network, Heroes Media Group. You can send us an email at info@heroesmediagroup.com. So, same goes with authors. If there's any authors out there, you want to take your book to the next level and you want to create an audio book, by all means, do the same thing. Reach out to us. It's something that we do. We got over 70 years of audio and video production between our team members here at Heroes Media Group. So fantastic. Check it out. If you're a small business owner, would love to work with you guys, get you guys started on your podcast and whatnot. So check us out. Again, heroesmediagroup.com. You can email us, info@heroesmediagroup.com. So I started this a little early. I'm waiting for a couple people to come on. And the weird thing is, let me ask you guys this. I've talked about this in the past, and I've never really, maybe it's time to put out like a survey or whatnot. I know there's a lot of listeners and viewers that watch this live in the mornings, but you guys are out kind of in the Midwest or out further west, Arizona, California. I got a couple people in Seattle. And it's super early there right now, and daylight savings doesn't happen until November. Would you guys prefer, as we're kind of winding down 2023, would you guys like the morning, the HMG weekly wrap up? Would you like it kind of later in the day? Now, here's the other thing. I got some of you that watch this live are out on the East Coast here as well, and around this time you're probably just getting to work and whatnot. So, would you prefer it later in the day? The other option is we could do it at night. I did not do a happy hour this week, and I apologize. I will make up for it next week. We will do one. I said I was going to do one, and then I didn't post it. So we're definitely going to do one next week because there's a lot to talk about. But if you jump on here, let me know you're out there. Say hello. Don't be shy. I love it when you guys leave comments and whatnot. So we got a lot to talk about. We're going to get started here. Some new articles on the website. Again, go check out heroesmediagroup.com. Let's go ahead and get started with your HMG Weekly Wrap-Up. What do we got? First one up this week, we're talking about unlocking state national status, sovereignty, the benefits and controversies revealed. This is a topic that I talked about back in June of this year. Was it June? June. June this year on the Decision Hour, and it was very controversial, and I got a lot of heat for this, and I don't know why, because I think it's pretty interesting. Um, it's an interesting topic. If you look at state nationals and sovereignty and what people think, one, it's a giant conspiracy theory, and there are certain agencies in the federal government that say that people that think like that are considered domestic terrorists. Now, in this article, you will see that they reference Cornell law, which oh, did I don't have a note on here, but it was like U.S. Code 32-3002, and it gives the definitions of the United States and the United States of America. I'm not going to go into too much detail today about it. Read the article and check it out. But the reason why I brought this up in this particular article was written this week was because we've had a lot of people asking about it. More and more people are looking into it, and I think you're going to see more and more news outlets slowly start talking about it, believe it or not. So check it out. And I posted the link underneath there. It's an interesting topic, and I think it's the problem is it can be very, very confusing. There he is, Ken. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's everything out in your neck of the woods? Um, so yeah, the sovereignty, the state national. Like I said, it's a lot of people think it's a big conspiracy. It's not. So by all means, go check it out. Let me see here. What else do we got? This next one, I'm gonna post this right now so we can discuss it. Unrevealing UFOs, alien fear tactics, and navigating control. And listen, guys, I'm already getting shadow banned this week because of these articles. So by all means, share this because these are some pretty cool articles, I think. And you're starting to see more people talk about UFOs and the alien fear tactics. I mentioned this several months ago about you're probably going to see mainstream media talk more and more about it. And there's a gentleman that I follow. He's a veteran. He does a great show. He's not on HMG, but if any of you out there know, Sean Ryan, I'm talking to you, man. Love to have you on the show. You got a great show. But if you watch Sean Ryan's stuff, he mentioned this earlier this week about a guy that was testifying, and it had something to do with UFOs and aliens and whatnot, and the government just like swept it under the rug, kind of a thing. And I think you're going to see more and more of it. You're already starting to see more and more UFOs, more and more, what's going on. There's this extraterrestrial sightings and stuff happening more and more in the mainstream media. I think it's a fear tactic. Do you think the mainstream media is going to use this as the next big fear for more and more control? We're already seeing it. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me see here. Thunderstorms. Well, Arizona needs it. I guess you guys are on a big drought right now, but hopefully everybody's all right. can, can you Ken, did you see my notes this morning already? I don't care about UFOs. Show us what's on Hunter's laptop. Listen, I get it. We'll talk about Hunter stuff here in a minute because I actually got something about that. But the UFO things, I bring that up again because I think it's going to be a fear tactic, and I think more and more people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, we need protection from the government," and blah 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 blah. So What is actually going to happen? I don't know. Let's see. Mr. Williams, good morning, sir. How are you? Our number one HMD producer right there, Stephen Williams. Always a pleasure, brother. Thank you for jumping on. All right. So UFOs, aliens, ETs phoning home. We all get it. Let's go on to the next one here. I'm going to post this next one here. It is, and this has been a topic that I've been following for quite a while now. Uh, Murky Waters ahead, unveiling the hidden risk of floating wind farms. So we've talked in the past about offshore wind farms and the effects that they have in marine life, as well as the local communities. And earlier this year, I want to say around February, March timeframe, there was discussion about the federal government approving something where they're starting up in Maine and going all the way down to Georgia. So up and down the entire East Coast, they want to build these large wind farms. Now, some of you out, what difference does that make? What does this effect have on any of us? It actually affects everybody, quite frankly, because and it's not just people on the East Coast; it's everybody. The marine life, the fishing, the lobsters, all the marine life up and down the coast. You have an endangered species of whales, the right whale, an endangered species of the right whale. Is up in kind of northeastern part of the United States. That's already been affected. You're starting to see more and more whales washing up on the beaches, and I've talked about this in great length before, but now they're talking about these floating wind farms, and the positive thing. Andrew, good morning, brother. How are you? The positive things about these floating wind farms is that they can go further off coast, and then they're anchored, but they're not really anchored, but they're like floating anchors, and they move around, and they can be much taller than your standard uh, turbine. The problem is you have to people what they're I think they're failing to realize is the money it's going to cost to get them out there, and then what happens to these turbines once you know nature takes control, something grabs hold of it, fire starts. A lot of these turbines, if you look at them, and there's plenty of them, if you've traveled this great country of ours, you've seen these wind turbines all over the country. They're all over Texas, Arizona, California, southern parts. You go to Iowa, they're all over the place out there in Iowa. Um, it they're like a metal fiberglass, and they can't be recycled. So what do you do with them? And now you want to put these out into the middle of the ocean. So I think it's very interesting of what is happening more and more with these wind farms, and now they want to develop these floating wind farms. You guys really need to start paying attention to this because you're going to see this more and more, and especially if you're out here on the East Coast. What do we got here? Malachias, what's up, brother? How are you? Thanks for jumping on. Ken, what do we have here? Yeah, well, yeah, that's Ken, 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 and that's what, Ken, that's actually a good point. But even with building them on an island in the Pacific and whatnot, that's not even where people live on. It's harnessing that energy, and the biggest problem here with these wind farms is they got to lay cable under the ocean floor, so they're disrupting the ocean floor, which is ultimately going to affect the marine life and everything else around it, and the coral and stuff like that, and it's just a giant mess, quite frankly. And it's funny. I'll say this: just because they say it's environmentally friendly doesn't mean it's environmentally friendly. All right. Malachi, what do we got here, brother? Doc has got brand new music dropping August 18th on all streaming platforms. Well, slap me around and call me Susie. That is awesome, brother. Can't wait to hear it. Post a link, Doc. Post a link to where people can follow you and stuff. Leave a comment, post a link where people can follow you. All right, well, we got to move on here, guys. Let's on to the next one. Keep the comments coming. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Make sure you share this. Next up, you guys know I got to do something. Like I see other headlines and stuff. This one was pretty interesting. DWAC and Trump Media Group solidify plans for a pivotal merger. This is out of AmericanFaith.com. Digital World Acquisition Corporation and Trump Media and Technology Group, which are the operators behind Truth Social, have announced and reaffirmed commitment towards a merger that promises significant funding for the former president, Mr. Donald Trump, online platform, Truth Social. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to really see what happens here because of everything else that's going on with Trump in the news right now. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting, right? Crazy world we live in. Doc, thank you for posting that. Appreciate it. All right, now somebody, Ken, if you're still on, here we go. This is kind of right up your alley. You guys are going to love this one. You guys are going to love this one. House committee unveils new details of the Biden family's $20 million in financial transaction with foreign groups. What? No. Yes. House Committee on Oversight and Accountability Chairman James Comner has released a third bank record memorandum which sheds light on the Biden's family's alleged financial interactions with groups from Russia, Kazakhstan, and the Ukraine during Joe Biden's tenure as vice president. Now, listen. This is, mind you, the key word here is alleged. And I, for one, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I cannot believe that the good citizens and the people of this fine mainstream establishment that we have put together over the countless years would say such a thing or make accusations of the Biden family saying that they have received money from foreign countries during his tenure, Joe Biden's tenure as vice president. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Is that too much sarcasm? Somebody let me know. Was that too much? Did I sell that off all right? No? Maybe too much? Oversell it maybe? I don't know. That's all I got for the news. Let's get into some positive things here. And before I do that, all of these is a quick reminder of look at stuff on your own and bring it to your own conclusion. Don't believe all the BS you see on social channels or mainstream media and all that other stuff. It's just one of those things. Ken, I couldn't agree more with you, man. I think we're at that point where it needs to. I'd like to see the Inspector General step in and put the military in charge. But here's the thing, though. You know what? I say that, but let me ask you this. I look at how the military is today, and I question some of the leadership. I said it. I know I'm going to get heat for that, and I'm okay with that. But I question some of the leadership down in D.C. And you know, I question a lot of the leadership down in D.C. You're running low on coffee. Noted. Speaking of coffee, glad you brought that up. It's a good transition into the next topics. Our sister company, HMG Beverage. You can see that we get those of you that watch this show know that we have a coffee line. We're doing a back to school sale that's going to start tomorrow. I'm not even supposed to be bringing this up right now. Well, too late. F it. 25% off our lesson plan that we have, PRN, whatnot. We are low. Ken, we are low on the Brazilian. So if you want to get that, you better order that today and send me an email because we're low on that one right now. But that one I literally just had it in stock, and we got to order it again. But we're doing 25% off back to school. It's going to start tomorrow and go till the end of the month. Why? Because I'm crazy and yeah, whatever. So 25% off. It starts tomorrow, and you can use back to school as the promo code. You can't do it today. You got to do it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'll post tomorrow with the promo code as a reminder. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but the cat's out of the bag. Meow. You got your coffee. Merry Christmas or happy back to school. And how many people, those of you with kids, and be honest, how many of you are happy that school is about to start up again? And for some people, I know some of you out here that are watching, your kids are already back in school. How many of you guys how many folks out there are happy that kids are going back to school? Be honest. This weekend, what else? This weekend, God's Given Foods at Polyface Farms, which is in southwestern part of Virginia, starts today, August 11th through the 13th. Go to godsgoodtable.com, get information. If you're in and around the area, go check it out. I'm going to post this right now because it's some good stuff. I love it. Happy the kids are back. All right. I'm sure they're thrilled. I don't know. It's as they get older, some of them are just now at a point where they're getting closer to being out of high school that they're probably just, let's just get it over with, right? Next up, we got August 19th, the VFW concert. It's the Military Legends concert. And I'll post a picture. You know what? I'll post that one later because I got a picture with that one. I can't post pictures while I'm doing this. But Military Legends concert, go to vfwconcert.com. They got a great lineup. It's going to be August 19th out in New Jersey. So if you're in the Jersey area, go out there, check it out. It's going to be awesome. August 21st through the 24th, Denver, Colorado. Podcast movement. I'm going to be out in Colorado for this. I'm actually going out a little early. So if you're in and around the Denver area, I would love to meet up with you guys. I'm going to be in Denver for the entire week. I believe it's like, I think I get in on the 20th, something like that. So if you're in and around Denver, Colorado, the week of August 21st, hit me up. I would love to meet up with you guys. And if you're going to Podcast Movement, you go on the app. They have the Podcast Movement app for 2023. Click on it, look on me there, and let's set up an appointment. I'm on the app there as well. So I love it. You got a junior and a sophomore. Jeez. Yeah, but Ken, how are you be honest with me, brother. Are you like counting the days that graduation for each of them before you guys are empty nesters? I remember I was when Little Bird was getting to that point. It's like, and now he's a junior in college. In fact, today's his welcome day for the ROTC kids. Today or tomorrow, something like that. What else? So yeah, Denver, Colorado, week August 20th. If you're out there, let me know. I'd love to meet up with you guys. September, we got some stuff coming up in September. We're going to be up at West Point visiting the awesome West Point campus up there, military academy up there, and chatting with some of the football players. So stay tuned for that. And then September 29th and 30th, Tampa, Florida. It's that time of year, guys. It's the All Heroes Welcome Ball and the All Heroes Open Fishing Tournament with our great friends over at Team Addo. They put on an amazing event each and every year. We absolutely love it. We look forward to this particular event. I'm actually going to post this one now. If you've never been, you have to check it out. This is these two events are awesome. They're a lot of fun. And if you've never been, let me know. If you want to go, hit us up. I don't know if they might still have some openings. Also with Team Addo, September 29th, which is a Friday, that night at the All Heroes Welcome Ball, they're going to, you guys have heard me talk about the Bronco giveaway pretty much all year. They're pulling the winner the night of September 29th. Now here's the cool thing. You don't have to be there to win. Tickets, they still got tickets. They're $100. They're only selling 5,000 of them. They don't have very many left. Jump on, get it. It's a really sweet ride. You're going to get the 2022 custom Bronco as well as $10,000 for tax and licensing and all that other cool jazz. So please go check out my friends over at Team Addo. All right, let's get into some of the shows here. These shows this week, listen, first off, the shows on this network, I'm so blessed to know all of the show hosts here at HMG. These people are phenomenal. The guests are great, and they just put on some really great shows. So listen, if you haven't checked out all the shows on the network, you can find all of them at heroesmediagroup.com. Go check out the website. Let's get back at it this week. We're welcoming back with a new look, and actually it's got a little bit of a name change. Carry On Podcast. It's actually Carry On Politics. So we welcome back the Carry On Politics show. And this week they're starting off with the 2024 Congressional Candidate Series with Lydia Blaha and James Hutton of Cutting Edge Comms. Now, if you've ever wondered what's gone on behind the scenes for communication teams in support of campaigns, you're going to get a firsthand deep dive look with these two guests on this show. And it's very interesting, some of the things that they had to say. Quite frankly, mind-blowing. So check it out. Carry On Politics. Welcome back. Love to have you back as part as the networks. Check it out. Next up, we have the Power of Investing in People podcast with Shay Sparks. Are you growing your business? How are you developing trust with your clients? This week's guest, Mr. Rich Perry. He is a business communication and marketing strategist. He's going to help you build a brand your customers will trust, tell their friends about, and support you for years to come. He's co-authored a book called Bankroll Your Mind and was a contributing author in 3 different books focusing on personal development. He's also written for Entrepreneur and some other respected online publications. He's also the host of the 10-Minute Mentor with Rich Perry podcast. So go check this episode out this week. Great episode. The Power of Investing in People with Shay Sparks. Next up, we got The Other Side of the Firewall. This is the IT show that I've literally fallen in love with this show because I'm not an IT person at all, and I've learned so much from this show. They do a show every day, and it's about, some of them are about 10, 15 minutes, long. Some go a little bit longer, but Monday was a cyber incident that impacts hospitals across 5 different states. Now, this one hit home, close to home for me. My wife works for a Trauma One hospital, and I got other family members across the United States that work in hospitals and whatnot. So this one was kind of scary. What's going on? Google on Tuesday. Google makes it easier to remove PII. I don't know what it stands for. It sounded cool. Started listening to it. I'm learning from it. Haven't finished it yet. So anyway, check it out. The Other Side of the Firewall. Great episodes this week. Go check out our friends over at Wheelchairs for Warriors. They got some new stuff, new content coming out. And then next up, the Misfit Nation podcast. These guys are great. This week, Ron and Marty Cooper, founders of the Cooper Culture. The Cooper Culture helps organizations, for-profit and non-profit organizations, just to be clear, establish and maintain a productive and efficient work cultures through personality insights and principled leadership implementations. They talk about, they work with you about what the workplace is like through assessments. Their assessment method determines how well organizations communicate amongst its workforce, and if the workforce is happy with the company values, and how everyone knows what their contribution to the organization's strategic goals are. So, great episode on this. Check it out, the Misfit Nation podcast. Environmentally speaking, listen, the topic this week was the future of wind energy, exploring floating platforms and the burial of electric cables. Now, this ties in with the article that I posted this morning and talked about at the beginning of the show. And it's funny because this particular show has talked about these wind farms and offshore wind a couple of times this year. You would think they were turning into that, but it's a hot topic right now out here. And I think it's going to be even hotter as it moves across the United States. And you're going to see that happening, mark my words. They discussed the design of these floating structures, how they differ from traditional wind turbines. They explored the advantage of the floating platforms, like I said, in deeper water, allowing larger and taller wind turbines. However, the conversation takes like a hard right turn, and it raises concerns about the transmission of electricity back to land and the extensive cable burial that's going to be required to harness that electricity and then push it back to the mainland. So, great episode this week. Check it out, environmentally speaking. All right, next up, we got the MSEC podcast from our friends over at Military Child Education Coalition. Absolutely loved their recently. Last month, I got the honor to spend some time with them at their global conference down in D.C. for the day. And Dr. Becky Porter, she's the CEO of the board there at MSEC. Great woman, retired general, Army side of the house. This week she discusses the changing needs of military-connected children over the years and how MSEC's mission to support them through education, advocacy, and collaboration has evolved over their 25-year history. This is absolutely amazing. Great episode. And happy anniversary to MSEC. You guys are doing a fantastic job for our military kids and our military families, so thank you. Next up, we got the Arms Room Show. This is a show that everybody should be following, hands down. This week, they had Dr. Kyle from Cornerstone PT in the studio talking with you about maintaining flexibility, mobility, and overall good health. Awesome episode. Arms Room Show. Check it out. Next up, we got Chasing Happiness. This week was the New American Dream. 5 rules for crafting your own path. They're going to talk about exploring the evolving concept of the American Dream, and they reveal the secrets to crafting and satisfying a fulfilling life that's ultimately your own. Check it out, Chasing Happiness. Ryan, good job this week, man. Loved it. Next up, we got our man Joel Evan with the Joel Evan Show. This week, he talks with Dr. Dominic Brady, founder of Natural Insights of Cancer and the author of How to Beat Cancer Naturally. Pay attention. Pay attention. This was a mind-blowing episode. In this episode, how to use diet, exercise, and targeted supplements to fight cancer, how to survive and thrive with cancer, 5 recommendations for anti-cancering yourself, how to stay on a plant-strong diet, and how your environment plays a direct role in your health. Everybody, and I mean everybody, if you're watching this now, pay attention. If you're listening to this or watching this later at some point over the weekend or at a later date, watch this episode, The Joel Evans Show. Check it out. Next up, Label Free Podcast. This week, Kareem, special guest, shares his experience of traveling the world and stepping outside the box to pursue his dreams and goals. He's also the founder of PropertyGuys.com. Check it out, Label Free Podcast. Love it. Next up, Because Bikers Matter Podcast. I love this. This is a cool show. Host David Vegas Schumann sits down with special guest Becky Brown, founder of Women in the Wind. They discuss the close-knit motorcycle community and the amazing connections that can be made within it. They pay tribute to Joe Giovanni, a pioneer in the women's motorcycling community. They also dive into the world of motorcycles, share stories, and celebrate the upcoming 45th anniversary of Women in the Wind. This was such a cool show, and I love it. And I think they're up in Sturgis. I think the rally is going on this week, if I'm not mistaken. So check it out. Ken, what do we have here? Plant strong diet just sounds sad. You know what? I concur. It does. And since you brought that up, on a complete side note, off the topic, sharing just a personal story with everybody. I picked up 200 pounds of grass-fed beef yesterday, and I put it in my freezer down in my garage. I had ordered a half a cow a couple months ago, and she was ready to be picked up. And let me tell you something. I had a smile from ear to ear yesterday. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I had to make room. So I pulled the turkey out that I had. That I was going to wait for Thanksgiving. But no, I'm smoking a turkey this weekend. And I have just this, a ton, 200 pounds of these amazing steaks and roast and lots of ground beef. And it was all grass-fed, no GMOs. I went to a local farm, asked a bunch of questions, and worked with a local farmer. I didn't go to the store and buy the beef. Now, is it more expensive? If you have to do your research on this. I think it came out to around $8 a pound, or just shy of $8 a pound. And some of the steaks that I got, you would pay $20 to $25, maybe up to $30 at a restaurant for one of these steaks. You can't beat that. I got meat now for the next year. This will last probably at least the next 9 months. I think the last time I got a cow, it lasted about 9 months. You can't beat that. You spend more of that going to the store. And here's the other thing. Since you guys Ken, you got me on a soapbox now. Here's the other thing with buying local beef. You know what you're getting, because here's the thing. The FDA, they're putting fake meat in the stores, in your store near you. Fake meat. You like beef? Go to a local farmer. Go to a local rancher. All right. Listen, I got a couple more shows left. I'm sorry. Ken, it's Ken's fault. Step down for a minute here. Take a drink of coffee. Maybe we could talk about that again here in a little bit. But let's finish the shows here real quick because the next show, I freaking love this one this week. Time to Shine Today with our man Scott Ferguson. This week, unveiling frequencies, navigating the path to wellness with none other than our man Joel Evan. I love it when shows that are on the network go on each other's shows and stuff like that. It's a big family. I love it. So this week, Joel Evan joins our man Scott Ferguson over at Time to Shine Today. Based on Evan's work coaching hundreds of entrepreneurs and high performers, first responders to get healthy and lose weight, this action-packed practical book, Ignite, that's Joel's book. We've brought it up in the past. Ignite, check it out. Provides a game plan for high performers like you to achieve more time, endless energy, break the bad habits, become pain-free, and more confident so that you could start living the highest version of yourself. Boom. That just happened. Check it out. It's Time to Shine Today. Love that. Hey, we got your 6 at 6 Sunday nights. They do the round table. We got your 6 at 6. I'm talking about the People's Patriot Project. Love this organization. They're doing a lot of great things. And actually, they do a couple of shows during the week. So catch them on Facebook Live Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go to thepeoplespatriotproject.com .org, or go to their Facebook page, The People's Patriot Project, and you can see all of the times that they're doing. They do a weekly wrap-up, and then they do their round table. We got your 6 at 6 on Sunday nights. Check it out. God's Good Table. Go follow them on Instagram. They got a lot of stuff, plus their stuff that's going on this weekend. The S3 with JD is back. You want your sports? It's here this week, today. The S3 with JD is coming back. They're talking the NFL football is officially back with the first full schedule of the NFL preseason week 1. They're going to be talking about that, plus fantasy leagues. And I think they're going to get into college football and stuff as well. Shout out to our sponsors. HMG Beverage. I brought them up earlier. Our sister company, HMG Beverage. Go to hmgbeverage.com. Get your coffee today. Pay attention because tomorrow there's going to be a big sale, back to school sale. Check it out, hmgbeverage.com. JB Auto Clothiers. Listen, I had to bust out the purple jacket with the gray pin window. I love this jacket. And it's got the custom inside. Boom. What do you know about that? That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you can have one of these too. Go to jbautoclothiers.com and get fitted today. Here's the cool thing about JB Auto Clothiers. Veteran owned. Suits, jackets, pants, and now custom shirts, all made right here in the US of A. We love it. You're supporting a veteran organization, and you're buying right here in the United States. jbautoclothiers.com. Check it out. My Tax Fella. Love these people to death. Go check out my man Anthony and his team over there. If you are a business owner, if you got an LLC or you want to set up an LLC or a C Corp and you need help with that, go see these guys. MyTaxFella.com. They got a ton of different services that they offer. Check it out. Forget Genetics, my man Barry. Listen, hunting season's right around the corner. You want to start getting that food out there for the animals. Or maybe you just like having animals in your yard. Go check out forgetgenetics.com. Get some of this stuff. And if you use promo code HMG at checkout, he's going to give you 10% off. And it's a veteran-owned company. So, again, go check it out. Forget Genetics. Alibi Tattoo. You need some new ink, or maybe you need some ink removed. Go check out our friends over at Alibi Tattoo. If you go to alibitattoo.com, you can set an appointment up today. Motorcycle safety lawyers, you already know what I'm going to say. If you ride, these guys need to be on speed dial. Motorcycle safety lawyers, go check them out. Thank you guys. Feed the people, buy the people. How do you think I got the beef where I'm at right now? I called my boy AJ over at Feed the People, Buy the People. He told me questions to ask the farmer, what I was looking for, what was important, and what we needed. Feed the People, Buy the People. They can help you out. Feed the People, buythepeople.com. Check it out. Carrabba's down at Fort Freedom, Fort Bragg, Fayetteville. Go check it out. This is one at Sycamore Dairy Road, Carrabba's. Go check them out. Tell them HMG sent you next time you guys are down there. And of course, Independence Bourbon. If you go to independence-bourbon.com, great organization. It's for women, by women. It's going to be great. And if you go to the website, you type in your information, you can be put on the waiting list for when they launch to purchase a bottle there. We got 2 new sponsors coming on board. Warriors on the Water Ltd. and Jim Neary's bait shop down in Kirksville, Pennsylvania. Check them out as well. And we're going to have their stuff on the website here pretty soon. Just as soon as we get their logos. And Jim, Gina, I know you guys are watching, so don't forget. What else? That's it. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. Let's have a great weekend. Listen, guys, remember, please, please, please remember, think for yourself. Unplug this weekend. Get off your phone. Get off the computer. Get out into nature. Go for a walk this weekend. Take the dogs for a walk. Go fishing. Go hiking. Do whatever. Just unplug for a little bit this weekend, guys. All right. And before you do that, since it's still Friday, go check out heroesmediagroup.com. Go check out the articles that I posted this morning. Give me your thoughts on what you guys think. And if there's an article that you want us to write about or something you want more information about, send us a direct message or leave a comment here, and we'll see what we can do about writing up an article on that topic. So anyway, that's it. That's it. Listen, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe this weekend. Smile a lot. Make someone laugh. Know someone cares. God bless you. God bless America. Happy hour next week. Let's do it. Stay tuned. Watch for the post for the time and day. All right? Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.